Mlč a jenom v to věř.
Therefore we are here, not in the church.
Proto my jsme tady a
We are allowed to ask questions.
protože my máme spoustu otázek.
Go on, what did Krishna say?
Then what Krishna did, what did he answer? What do you think?
Tak co si myslíte, že
How
Krishna
can there be
odpověděl?
suffering in this world?
Well, maybe because when these two mix, like the Satchitananda with matter, which actually doesn't belong together, then the problem comes out. It's
That
like
is the only possibility. And that is called, to bind the matter with the soul, that is called false ego.
že jediný způsob, jak svázat hmotu a duši, tak je falešný ego.
And where is false ego, there is suffering.
A jakmile je tam falešný ego, tak tam je utrpení.
So when your false ego is away,
A
it's
jakmile
disappeared, dissolved,
to falešný ego odejde,
then no more suffering also.
tak už ta duše dál netrpí.
So I'm going to pass around a little basket,
Tak já tady,
and everyone can put their false ego in the basket.
já tady pošlu takový košíček a my všichni můžeme odevzdat naše
You will
falešný
get an
ego.
empty basket, Maharaj.
Maharaj, you
we'll
don't have
take
a
it
basket
outside
that
and
big,
burn
I
it.
tell
Sorry?
you. You don't have a basket that big.
Nobody will throw it inside, don't worry.
Říká, že
Who wants
poslední
to be
košíček,
with
když do něj odevzdáme falešný ego, a jsem říkal, že tak velký košíček určitě nemá. Já Haridev říkal, že se vrátí prázdnej.
Sorry, what's that?
That means the real, we're talking about a false ego. But there's a real ego also if you talk about a false ego, no? Because how it can come, false ego?
Odkud to falešné ego přišlo?
Cannot is not independent.
No.
Že duše je nezávislá.
But it's just a misconcept of ourselves.
To je ten.
So Maharaj, what do you think? Someone will throw his false ego into your basket?
Us. I'm only just creating a topic of conversation.
Říká Maharaj, že to bylo jenom konverzační téma na konverzaci.
I like my false ego.
Já mám se falešný ego rád.
And I think I'm like mine also.
Haridev říká, že on má to svoje taky rád.
Maybe some real thing is also there, no?
Že tam je taky.
This song is quite interesting because
A tenhle song je hodně zajímavý.
it's when you sing
But
these.
Maharaj, we did not come to the conclusion about why there's suffering in the world if God is all powerful and all good.
A
Go on then.
jaké,
No, I was just
jaké
throwing
teda,
something was some
Alright.
flame inside, but then
proč je teda utrpení, když
how
je
you
Bůh vše
say
dobrý?
now there is still is suffering, but God is all powerful and all good. So how these two things go together?
Tak to nějak vysvětlí, jak tyhle dvě věci jdou dohromady.
Well, it's we who don't like suffering, isn't it? We don't like
My
suffering.
nemáme rádi to utrpení,
But it doesn't mean suffering is not good.
ale to neznamená, že utrpení není dobrý.
No, that's the interesting question. The question really arises:
So you want to say that
how can suffering be good?
that is the
Ta
question.
otázka je, proč
How
utrpení
if
může
some
být dobrý.
just ordinary people see that children are killed, or some people. So how you say that is not bad?
Jak můžeš říct, že není špatný, jako třeba pro normální lidi vysvětlit, že prostě jsou zabíjený děti a
I've actually thought about this for a lot.
já jsem o tom fakt hodně přemýšlel.
I don't think there's any easy answer.
A nemyslím si, že na to existuje snadná
It's one of those
odpověď.
questions that it's like you either blame God
Je to jedna z těch otázek, kdy buď obviníš Boha
suffering,
kvůli tomu, že trpíš,
or you blame yourself.
anebo obviníš sám sebe.
In which case, you have to kind of put yourself in a position where you say, well, I'm a sinner and therefore I'm suffering
Kdy se
because
musíš dát do pozice, já jsem
of my
hříšník
sins.
a proto
Which is kind
trpím
of a very
kvůli svým hříchům.
Catholic approach.
Což je
I would
takový
say,
hodně
probably.
katolický přístup.
That is also Vedic approach.
Ah?
Ale že je to taky védský
Yeah,
přístup.
sure. It's in the scripture. It says that we rebelled. And Prabhupada used that word, rebelled
Šla
against
Prabhupada
God.
často říkal, že my jsme jako
I mean, I have actually wondered
povstali,
when, at what
rebelovali.
point did I actually rebel against God?
Ale
Does anyone here feel that they ever rebelled against God?
every day.
Did you rebel against God?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Really?
Jestli tady má někdo z nás pocit, jak,
She
nebo si
rebelled.
pamatuje, že yeah, they know very well. Že rebeloval proti Bohu, že se jako zbouřil proti Bohu někdy. Já jsem říkal, že já každý den.
It's an interesting question, isn't it?
To je zajímavá otázka.
This leads us back to many questions, of course, that are moot at the moment, have been moot for a while, such as the origin of the jiva and things like
Že
that.
to nás potom vede k otázkám jako původ džívy, původ duše a podobně.
Which are actually questions that have concerned me quite considerably. I've wondered about these things quite a lot. You know?
Ne, jako mě tyhle věci hodně zajímaly, hodně jsem o nich přemýšlel.
We have a kind of standard answers, you know?
Máme na to takový standardní odpovědi.
And you know, we're supposed to accept these
A měli bychom
standard answers.
jakoby přijímat ty standardní odpovědi.
And of course, Krishna to Uddhava seems to suggest that there is no purpose to the material world.
A Uddhava
That
vlastně
it's
říká,
100% useless.
že hmotný
Is
svět
that
je
correct?
naprosto
What you're saying
zbytečný.
now?
Je to tak?
I don't accept that.
No.
Já si nemyslím, říká Haridev.
I mean, that's quite interesting because we are here
Já si myslím, že my jsme tady.
and we know that there's something that's more important than suffering, isn't there? There's something that's greater than suffering.
Existuje něco vyššího a
And what would that
důležitějšího
be?
než je utrpení.
Is there something
Co by to
you
asi
would
bylo?
willingly and happily suffer for?
Existuje něco, pro co byste
Everybody's doing that.
Yeah,
rádi
that's
trpěli.
right. Yeah.
Haridev říká,
But I'm
jo.
just asking.
A já se ptám,
You know, is there something you would like to achieve that you would willingly and happily undergo suffering in order to
existují
achieve that?
nějaké věci, pro které byste trpěli, abyste jich dosáhli?
Yeah, anybody? Just like a runner
Jako
wants to
třeba
win a
běžec,
race,
který chce vyhrát závod.
and he goes out every day and he willingly
Každý den
undergoes a huge amount of physical
dobrovolně
suffering
podstupuje
order to
velké
win
množství
that race.
fyzického utrpení pro to, aby
And
ten
when
závod
he's won the
vyhrál.
race and he's
A
got the,
když
you know,
vyhrál
the
ten
crowd
závod
is roaring and
a
saying,
teďka
yeah,
všichni
yeah, and he's
oslavujou
won
a
it. He feels all that
tak-
suffering has been
tak si říká, jo,
worthwhile,
tak
isn't
všechno
it?
to
It was
utrpení
all
k něčemu bylo.
meaningful, isn't
Mělo
it?
to
I
nějaký
suffered
význam.
and I won and
Já
I'm
jsem
happy. It was all
trpěl a
worthwhile.
vyhrál jsem a jsem šťastný.
Yeah. Is there anyone who would like to say anything?
Je někdo další, kdo by něco k tomu řekl?
I would like to say something.
Yeah.
Já bych něco řekl.
There is difference between suffering, which is forced upon you,
Mm.
and
Že
suffering
rozdíl
you
mezi
accept the voluntarily.
Utrpením, který
Right.
na tebe
Big
přijde
difference.
jako by
Right, yeah.
vlastní
That
vůli a
runner
je
likes
rozdíl
so
mezi
much his
utrpením,
body
který
pain, he's
dobrovolně
really happy
postupuješ.
when the body is paining.
Right,
Že
yeah.
když
somebody
děláš
will
třeba nějaký
put
sport, tak máš
some
radost z toho, že tě
force,
to tělo bolí.
Then
Ale naopak, když se
small
ti
amount
jakoby
of the
něco
devil
stane,
will
tak
be
i
too
když je to
much.
něco maličkého,
Yeah.
tak tě to
So
hrozně
whatever we voluntarily
rozruší.
accept, that gives a source of pleasure.
Takže cokoliv, co přijmeš
Yeah.
dobrovolně, tak
But
ti
if
to
we have
dává
to, and we are
určitou
helpless,
slast.
forced to that is
Ale v
great
momentě,
suffering.
kdy jsi bezmocnej a něco na tebe přijde, tak to jako není úplně super.
There's some depth in that, isn't there? There's a lot of depth in that. Just like if we're coming to the temple and we're looking forward to
Téma, když přicházíme
associating with devotees
do chrámu,
and
tak se chceme sdružovat s
enjoying the
oddanýma
atmosphere
a
and
užívat si atmosféru.
hearing the holy name and some
Poslouchat svatý
Harikatha,
jméno a
seeing Radha Gopinath
chceme vidět Radhu Gopináta
and enjoying their prasad and
a
just seeing
užívat
the
si prasádám a
devotees,
vidět
you know,
oddaný.
then the thought that I'm going to do that will
Tak jenom ta
counteract
myšlenka, já to
all the
udělám,
problems of coming here, won't it?
přemůže všechny ty
You
problémy, které
might
jsou
have come
spojeny
from
s tím
a
se sem
long way
dostat.
away, a long distance.
Možná jste sem přišli z velké dálky.
Whereas going to work would be very problematic,
A
isn't it? You
kdybyste
get
měli
up in the morning,
takový
you have to go to
dálky do
work, you have to
práce,
travel
tak by
to
to
work.
bylo problematické,
suffering,
byste
like you
museli
say,
vstávat
isn't it?
hrozně
Suffering,
brzo
you know,
a
you
bylo
think,
by to čistý
I hate
utrpení.
this, it's
A
raining,
říkali byste, to
it's
nesnáším,
miserable,
prostě
isn't it?
prší
You're
a je
crowded on the
hnusně a
bus.
plno lidí v
I mean, you
autobuse.
don't have crowded buses here in
No,
Prague.
když jste v Praze nemáte moc
Believe me,
plný
I was in
busy.
Tokyo, I lived in
Když jsem
Tokyo.
žil v
I know
Tokiu,
what crowded means.
tak já vím, co to znamená přeplněný autobus.
The crowd is so thick, you don't even, if you want to go to sleep, you just stand there, you know.
že to je tak nabitý, že tam můžeš normálně spát.
You're
jako
supported
usnout.
from all sides.
A nespadneš, prostě ze všech stran jsou na tebe natlačený lidi.
Unfortunately, the Japanese are quite honest, so they don't steal things. You know.
A Japonci, oni jsou hodně poctiví, takže
They
tím
don't put
tě
their hand
nepokradou.
in your pocket or anything. You know. You're
Nestrčí
so
ti ruku do
close to
kapsy.
everybody. It's like, you know.
Takže jsi tak blízko všech ostatních a oni toho nezneužijou.
But coming here, you accept that suffering,
Ale
isn't it? You
tím, že jste
accept
přišli
it.
sem, tak jste přijmuli
And when
tady
you
toho
come here, even
utrpení.
if there's some difficulty involved in coming,
Takže i když tam
you
byl
feel,
nějaký
I
problém
made it. Oh, I'm
spojený s
happy.
tím, že jste
It
přišli,
was
tak
worth
jste
it.
sem dorazili a jste
And
spokojení, říkáte
accepting
si, jo,
that
stálo to za
suffering
to.
becomes
A to,
an
že
act of devotion.
že přijmete tohle utrpení, tak to je aktivní oddanost.
Yeah. Accepting that suffering becomes an act of devotion.
Přijmeš to utrpení, tak je to aktivní oddanost.
Well, yes, I suppose there's a way, you see, the thing is how to transform suffering into something that really is useful.
Otázka je, jak to utrpení transformovat. To je věc, která je velmi
užitečná. In the beginning of the universe, Brahma was sitting on his lotus flower and he was wondering where it all comes from.
Brahma seděl na tom svým lotosovém
And he heard
květu
two
a
syllables.
nevěděl, odkud přišel, a když zaslechl ty dvě slabiky. Om.
Sorry?
Om.
No.
Tapa.
Sorry?
Tapa.
Tapa. Yeah.
Tapa.
Do you know what tapa means? It's nothing from Mexico or Colombia. Sorry?
Tapas není nic z Mexika ani Kolumbie.
Do they have tapas in Mexico?
Well, tapas, yeah.
Sorry?
Tapas,
Or
not
is it
in
only
Colombia.
Colombia?
No, it's in Mexico.
Mexico. What does it mean? Do you know that? Tapa?
Co znamená tapa?
Sorry?
Suffering.
There's the expert. What do you think? Go on.
Ty jsi expert, co to znamená?
I'm only having a discussion here, by the way. It's interesting for me.
Máme tady diskuzi, tak pro mě je to zajímavý.
I'm letting you in on some of the, what do you call ontological struggles that have occurred in my life. Yeah, go on.
Tapas means actually to do penance.
Dělat odříkání je tapa.
Means voluntarily you accept some suffering. Tapas general meaning or literal meaning is to give trouble to the senses. So it is somehow give suffering to the senses means tapas.
Takže dáváš vědomě utrpení smyslu. To je tapa.
So tapa is a way of transmuting, you could say, suffering into something that has some spiritual value.
Utrpení v něco, co má nějakou duchovní hodnotu.
Actually, this has been a big. I've read some Catholic theologians who've tried to understand this idea, how to make suffering into something that is valuable.
Jak přeměnit utrpení v něco, co je hodnotné.
How to make this horrible thing that we all hate.
Jak tu strašnou věc, kterou všichni nesnášíme.
And of course, impersonalism is all about getting rid of suffering, isn't it?
Impersonalismus celé je o zbavení se utrpení.
You surrender to the white light and
ty se odevzdáš bílému světlu a
all my sufferings have gone, my backache is gone.
Všechno odejde, už mě přestanou bolet záda, přestanou mě bolet zuby a hlava.
My emotional problems are all gone.
Moje emoční problémy zmizí.
And we just kind of, that's great. We just kind of hang in there like going, sitting in a hot bath or something.
Budeme viset.
But is that pleasure?
Ale je to slast?
That's a question, isn't it?
To je
I mean, this
otázka.
is just a question. What do you think?
Je to otázka, co si myslíte?
Obviously, if you,
no, it's nothing. It's just.
The cessation of suffering.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's maybe temporary thing.
Yeah. Well, it does say that some yogis actually achieve that, isn't it? Ahuriya, Kritrena.
Nějaký jogíni toho dosáhli, byli na to trénovaní. Ale pak se zase vrátili.
Then they come back down again. Why do they come back? That's the question. Anybody want to answer this question? Even having achieved that state, getting into the nice hot bath, everything is wonderful.
I když se tady do toho
when you get into a hot
dostali,
bath,
tak se
it's
stejně
like,
vrátili. Je to jako, když si napustíte horkou vanu.
And shut the door, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Zavřete
Put
dveře
some foam in the bath.
a dáte si nějakou pěnu do koupele a naložíte se tam. Dáte si tam čajíček a...
But you don't stay there in the bathroom forever.
Ale nezůstanete v té koupelně navždy, že jo?
Why not?
Proč ne?
Že to nejde.
So it's not possible. We have to eat. We have to do other things.
Yeah.
And she said it's not bringing any more pleasure. It's like.
No, that's right. Yeah, it's kind of you have enough pleasure, isn't it? It's like when you've had your bath and relieve the tension, it's kind of
když už jako ta koupel naplní všechno to, co měla.
So actually we voluntarily accept the sufferings of life, don't we? We voluntarily accept them.
My dobrovolně přijímáme životní
But what do
utrpení.
we accept them for? For what purpose?
Proč to přijímáme? Kvůli čemu?
Everybody wants to be happy.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
The only motivation for the whole universe.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be. He thinks after accepting any hardship or whatever, he will be more happy after. Everybody wants that.
But it's not just happiness. Prabhupada uses another word actually in the Krishna book. He talks about it. So everyone's looking for rasa.
Všichni hledají rásu.
That is no difference.
A rasa is in a relationship.
Rása je vztah.
A mother will suffer for her children.
Matka bude trpět pro svoje děti.
And a man will suffer for his beloved, you know.
A někdo bude
or for
trpět
his
pro
friend, you know.
svého milovaného nebo pro svého
So
kamaráda.
there's a taste that you get from a relationship, isn't it?
Je určitá chuť, kterou z toho vztahu
That actually
získáš.
transcends suffering and makes it worthwhile also.
A to, že transformuješ to utrpení a k tomu, aby k něčemu bylo.
Just imagine you're, you know, I'm a young guy and I've got a girlfriend in Australia.
Představte si, že jsem nějaký mladík a mám přítelkyni v Austrálii.
I can't go to see her, so I'm thinking about her.
Já tam nemůžu letět, tak o ní pořád
So I'm
myslím.
thinking how to get to Australia.
A pořád přemýšlím, jak se dostat
With
do
great
Austrálie.
difficulty, I undergo all different troubles to get the money to go, to get the ticket.
Abych získal
I
peníze a letenku.
get on a boat or something and I meet
na
sea
loď.
monsters on the way.
A
Isn't it? You know
tam
what
na
I
mě
mean?
bude útočit
Someone tries
nějaký
to
ty
kill me,
příšery z
you know.
moře a někdo se v mě bude snažit zabít.
Finally I get to Australia.
A teďka nakonec dojedu do té Austrálie.
And then when I'm finally in the arms of my
A když
beloved,
jsem
it's like I think,
konečně
all that suffering
v
is
náručí mé
worthwhile.
milované, tak já si řeknu, a všechno to
I can
utrpení.
even kind of say, yes, all of that. I'll write a book then, isn't it? All the things that I did in order
Tak
to,
O tom pak napíšu
in order
knížku
to
o
be
všech
with
těch
the
věcech,
person I
co jsem
loved. You know?
udělal pro to, abych byl s člověkem,
So I
kterého
think we can
miluju.
assume, if anyone disagrees with me, tell me.
Jestli se mnou někdo nesouhlasí, tak mi to
The
řekněte.
feeling of love that we exchange in a relationship
pocit
is what we're ultimately looking for.
Ten pocit lásky, který
What
máme v
everybody
tom
wants.
vztahu, je to, co všichni
Is this
hledáme
true
a
or
co
not? What do
všichni
you
chceme. Je to pravda?
Anybody has anything? Anyone?
Je, ale tady na zemi je to zase jenom dočasný, je to jenom na chvíli.
She said, yes, but here in this world it's just temporary. It's for a while and then gone.
That's true, yeah.
To je pravda.
So, but the dream is there, isn't it? The dream of that. The
Ale
dream
ten
of
sen o tom, že se to stane, tady je
true love.
skutečná
True
láska.
love. Everybody wants
Každý chce
true love.
skutečnou
Is it
lásku.
not? Isn't true? It's like
Je to
we're all mushy in our hearts.
Všichni
We
v tom
want true
srdci
love.
jsme tady, jakoby na tohle.
Yeah.
K
And
tomu.
of course, with whom can we have
A s kým můžeme
true
mít
love?
skutečnou lásku?
Do I need to ask that question?
Na to se musíme zeptat.
Have you got any answer?
Máte na to odpověď, s kým člověk může mít skutečnou lásku?
S Bohem, protože ta je nekonečná, ta je na pořád, že Bůh je věčnej a tak jako ta láska nezmizí, když ho budeme milovat a bude trvat věčně vlastně.
She said with God because God is eternal, so the love we have for him is also eternal.
But for us to love God, he can't remain God, can he? He can't be God. Because you can't love God, let's be honest. You cannot love God.
You can't or cannot?
Huh? You can't love God because he's too big.
Nemůžeš
You can't love
proto,
God.
abys mohla milovat Boha, tak Bůh nemůže být Bůh, protože on je prostě příliš
People talk
velký
about loving God.
na to, aby ho mohla milovat.
But you can't love God because
Nemůžeš
it's just
milovat Boha, protože
the relationship is
ten
God's
vztah
like
je,
that and we're like that. So how,
Bůh
how
je
is
tak
it possible to love
obrovitánský,
God?
my jsme strašně malinký, jak ho můžeme milovat.
Therefore, at the beginning I told our God and the Christian God different.
Proto já říkám, že křesťanský Bůh a náš Bůh je jiný.
That is the very important point.
A to je ono.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Wait a minute.
Are there any questions. I think it's very important. I think you should never be given the answer to the question, isn't it? You should never be given the answer to the question. Do you understand that?
No.
No one should ever give you the answer. You have to have the question and find out. You have to go to the library and find out.
Je dobrý mít ty otázky, aniž by se nám dostala odpovědí, aby jsme se fakt potom pídili a hledali to.
And then when you find out the answer, you think, and you think, I found out the answer, isn't it?
A pak si řekneš, jo, já jsem zjistil, proč to tak je.
So then you own that answer, it becomes your answer.
Takže potom to bude tvoje odpověď.
This is my answer, I found out.
To je moje odpověď, já jsem to zjistil.
There are some people, they're simple, they just believe that, even if they hear it from others also.
Některý lidi tomu nevěří, a i když se to doslechnou od ostatních. Můj Guru Maharaj říkal.
He said, those who are simple, they just follow.
Ti, kteří jsou jednoduchí, tak prostě následují.
Who are more complicated, they ask why.
Ti, kteří jsou komplikovaní, tak se ptají proč.
For them no problem, that is that Krishna is God. Immediately they have no
prostě, jo,
problem.
Krishna je Bůh,
But
nemají s
some
tím
they
žádný
want to
problém.
know why.
Ale
They cannot
někdo
easily
chce
follow
vědět
that.
proč a nemůžou to jednoduše následovat.
Also, what you say is true, but also,
Co říkáš, je pravda.
if the sadhu we come in contact and we listen that, then no need to search for ourselves if we accept that.
Přijdeš do kontaktu se
It's
sádhama,
only truth.
tak
It will not change if I find the truth or if I have to accept the
není
truth.
nutnost něco dohledávat, protože to je úplně jedno, prostě máš tam sádhu a máš víru.
So, obviously we all have an eternal relationship
Všichni
with
máme věčný
Krishna,
vztah s Krishnou,
who is not God.
který není Bůh.
Yeah, go on, what's
Who
you
is
saying?
he then?
Sorry?
Who is he then?
Good
He's
question,
your-
Maharaj. I want to hear that now.
He's your best friend.
On je tvůj nejlepší přítel.
He says in the Gita, Suridam Sarvabhutanam.
Říká v Gítě.
I'm
Suhridam
the best friend
Sarvabhutanam.
of all living entities.
Já jsem nejlepší přítel všech živých bytostí.
Yeah, so in order to be your best friend, he can't be God, can he? He's got to put the God out, leave the God outside the door.
A proto, aby mohl být tvým nejlepším přítelem, tak to božství musí nechat za dveřma.
When he comes into your house,
Když přijde za tebou,
he's got to leave his godhood outside
tak
the door
to svoje božství musí nechat venku.
in order to relate with you.
Proto, aby se k
In
tobě
order to
mohl
be
vztahovat,
your best friend.
aby mohl být tvůj nejlepší přítel.
So, does that make sense? Does that make
Dává to
sense?
smysl?
You understand
Dává,
that?
ale není obyčejný přítel, či plný věčný, a my jsme tady dočasní. Co my si uvědomujeme, jako, jo, potom jako když odejdeme tady tohleto, jako, to, co si tady uvědomujeme, jak my jsme dočasní a on je vlastně věčný. To je mezi náma rozdíl.
But the difference is he's not just an ordinary friend, he's eternal friend.
That's right, an eternal friend.
Jo,
And
to je
even if he
pravda.
leaves his godhood outside of the door, he's not losing it much.
No, that's right.
Jo.
And this is all, I'm only,
Když
these are
božství nechá za
poetical
dveřma, tak ho
turns of
nestratí.
phrase, isn't
Samozřejmě,
it?
že ne,
Poetical
že
turns
to je
of
prostě určitá fráze.
phrase. He's your eternal best friend.
On je tvůj věčný nejlepší kamarád.
But to be your friend, he has to be such that he can relate with you, that you can relate with him.
Ale
Most
musí
importantly.
prostě být takovej, aby ty se s ním mohla vztahovat a on se mohl vztahovat k tobě.
If he remains God, then he'll remain on the shelf, isn't it? He'll remain
Že
on the
pokud
shelf.
zůstane Bohem, tak zůstane prostě na té poličce tam
And I
někde
think this
jakoby
is
na oltáři.
probably one of the divides between the most world religions and
A toto
Krishna
je
consciousness.
to rozdělení mezi většinou světových náboženství a vědomím Krišny.
Is that we don't leave God on the shelf,
Že my nemáme Boha někde na té poličce, na té
we don't leave
skříni.
him on the altar.
Sorry?
We don't leave him on the altar.
My ho nenecháváme jenom na oltáři.
We put him in our hearts,
My ho dáváme do srdcí.
and he becomes what we want him to be.
A on se stává tím, čím chceme, aby byl.
That's quite interesting,
To
isn't
je
it?
celkem zajímavý, že jo?
So God is in the heart of every living entities, but what is the difference between in the heart of atheist or forgetful people and the heart of a pure devotees, loving devotees. What is the difference? Because it's everyone's heart.
Bůh je v srdci každý živý bytosti, ale jaký je rozdíl mezi Bohem v srdci čistého
an atheist
vodaného a v
wants to
srdci
forget
ateisty?
God, so God is very kindly
Ateisti chtějí zapomenout na
leaves
Boha,
it blank, isn't it?
tak Bůh je velmi, velmi rád nechá jakoby slepý,
It's
prázdný.
also a reciprocation, form of reciprocation, isn't it?
To je prostě druh nějakého vzájemný výměny.
Yes. Difference is because he likes to stay in the heart of the devotees.
Yeah.
And you don't like to stay in the heart of sinful forgetful.
On rád zůstává v srdci svých oddaných, ale nerad zůstává v srdcích hříšníků. On jako tam samozřejmě je, ale není moc rád.
But I don't think God judges anybody.
Nemyslím, že Bůh
It's not
někoho
possible. He makes that
soudí.
clear in the Gita. He says,
Já myslím, že v Gítě to
I'm neither a friend nor an enemy to
já nejsem
anybody.
ani přítel, ani nepřítel.
That's right, yeah.
Both things he makes, is
Yeah.
impartial.
Yeah.
On
But he doesn't say that he hates the atheist.
Nestranný.
That's an interesting thing. He says he's partial to his devotee,
On
but he
sice
doesn't
říká,
say that he hates an atheist.
že je jakoby
Because
rád na
somebody's
straně
an atheist,
oddaných,
he
ale
doesn't
nikde
hate them or
neříká,
judge
že
them for that.
nesnáší ateisty.
He
To nikde
accepts,
neříká.
an atheist doesn't want me to be there, so
Tak když ateisti
I'm not
nechtějí, abych
there
tam byl,
for
tak já tam
such a
prostě
person.
nebudu.
Just fulfilling his desire.
that's fulfilling his desire.
Já
Yeah.
jenom naplňuji jejich
Hare
touhu.
Krishna.
Okay, are there any other questions? Anybody's happy? Everyone's happy?
Všichni jste spokojení, nebo máte nějaké další otázky z toho překládat?
So, would anyone else like to put anything into the mixture? I try to involve people, you know. To think. Thank you very much for your contributions. Yeah, thank you.
Díky za vaše příspěvky.
Okay, so we have this very, very simple process for reawakening our natural and eternal love for Krishna.
Proces, aby jsme probudili naši
And
věčnou
that's why
lásku
it's
ke
called
Krishnu.
Krishna consciousness, not God consciousness.
A proto jsme Krishna vědomí, ne Boha vědomí.
Yeah. And it goes like this.
Aha.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Haribo.
Thank you. Yeah, nice comments. Thank you very much.
Děkuji za příspěvek.
Little kirtan,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, I just got to get up and move around.
Radhe Jayo Jayo Madhava Jaite.
Radhe Jayo
Gokula Dharane Mandalam Mahike.